Bow wow.
Welcome to DogStar.
Each week we interview a star from the Minnesota hip hop and R&B realm, and this week we are sitting down with Khalil, the visionary, aka SPAZZO. We're just talking to Khalil today, I think, because we'll be talking about you being the owner of the Visionary Project LLC, as
Melanin
well as being an
movements.
independent artist, which we can all relate to. And also the family man.
Yeah.
Wearing a lot of hats.
Yeah.
So
Wearing a lot, yeah.
thank you again for taking the time out to
Gratitude.
chat
Much
with us,
gratitude
chat
for
with
having me here.
fans. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks.
doing the scheduling and saving the time for us. Like,
Much
we can't
obliged.
thank you enough.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
But we want to jump right into it and
Yeah.
get your origin story. I feel like that's going to be important for all of the hats you wear. But music specifically, when do you remember music, like first taking an interest in music?
So music's always been in my family. Especially on my dad's side. So
like they were artists too?
Artists, some of them is artists down here. Some of them are hosts, promoters.
Oh, the whole industry.
Yeah. So my family is definitely down here. Also in Chicago, Georgia, stuff like that.
You're
We
born in
move
Chicago,
around.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Born, partly raised. But I've been down here for, the most period of time. So,
The main chunk.
I'm chilling. I'm with it. You feel me?
But music's always been there. What was being played around the house?
So pretty much growing up, it was a lot of Lil Wayne, Eminem, Method Man, Outkast, stuff like that.
Yeah.
80s, 90s. I was rocking with it, My dad would play it a lot, so would my mom. But once I, started growing up, I would say around like 4th, 5th grade, I was doing poetry. I was writing poetry, so I would pretty much like read books with poetry in them, try to memorize them, knowing they had a deeper meaning into it.
Right.
I'm in 4th, 5th grade. I'm not supposed to be, having that type of mindset. You feel me? Like,
right.
But it's like, most of the stuff, some of the stuff, was dark. The others, was pretty much happy. But I wanted to pretty much wanted to understand the words in the story that it was telling. And then once I was pretty much getting it down, I was writing my own poetry. I was doing it my own way.
Wow.
And once I was in Minneapolis. I was living in Minneapolis at the time. And when I moved down here, that's when I just started like actually making beats on my tablet, on GarageBand and BandLab and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
And pretty much like writing as well. I didn't really get into. I'm not a big freestyler at all. I'm not a big freestyler. I like to write. I like to actually think.
Yeah.
I like to make others think.
With that poetry background, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally. Was there a teacher that kind of pushed you towards poetry, or
no,
a family member, or it was just your natural draw?
Self-taught. I wasn't really like some kids growing up, a big book reader. So I would pretty much like maneuver on how to do it. Most of it was comic books. The other was like poetry books and stuff like that.
Nice.
The others, pretty much like stuff like zombie books, stuff like that. Like I was reading like a lot of horror books.
Wow.
Like,
Nice.
like that was, if I was reading books, that was the only thing I was reading. Like,
Whoa.
I swear.
You've got the story from the comic books.
Yeah.
You've got the language from the poetry books.
Yeah, like, and then after that, I want to say going to the beginning of high school, that's when I started pretty much like putting out freestyle videos. So like the stuff that I would pretty much like write down in my notes or whatever, I would pretty much like have one of my friends at the time or whatever, like, hey, record me real quick while I put this out.
Nice.
Whatever song that pretty much came out at the time, I was pretty much doing like the remix to it.
That's dope. Okay. Lil Wayne inspired.
Yeah. Most of it, I want to say, it ain't on the internet no more, or whoever, you know, the screen recorder or whatever probably still got it. But,
yeah, right.
I want to say 8 Boogie track, G Herbo, like T Grizzly type beats, stuff like that. Like, it was a lot.
And what were you going by an artist name at that point?
In middle school, I was going by Lil Phoenix.
Lil Phoenix. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Where'd you get that inspiration from?
So with that, like I'm an Aries, I'm a fire sign, so like anything dealing with like I guess fire, being a hothead, stuff like that or whatever, I was naturally attracted to it. So like a phoenix pretty much, you know, rise from the ashes, you know. It's a I want to say reborn bird, you know. And I was messing with it because, you know, I'm on fire, you know, I'm the hottest out, and I'm, you know, flying with it. So that's what that's how I was pretty much going with it.
Lil Phoenix, I love that.
After that, like I pretty much moved out, and I just started going by. Well, I went by SPAZZO before I moved out, but that
was like a nickname, right? Artist name,
that was a nickname at middle school.
Okay.
Then it just pretty much, you know, stayed, I guess.
Stuck around.
Right. I mean, I think you were telling us before the show, kind of merging those two worlds to your advantage.
Yeah. So, when I pretty much, I started putting out music before I put out my first music video.
Okay.
I did a song with an individual when I was out in the suburbs for a while. It was called "Make Your Move" on SoundCloud. I don't know if it's still up there, but
I don't think
we'll
I
hunt around for it.
Yeah. If y'all, you know, look it up or whatever. That was, I think that was like six. No. I want to say like freshman year of me.
Whoa. Okay. And you were still doing more like industry remix beats, or you were making beats?
So that was like a type beat that it was on. Like I don't know, like I would say when if I listen to it now, I'll probably like cringe up or whatever, but you know, it was the improvement from, you know, where I'm at today, you know. So I don't know if y'all find it on SoundCloud, King Spaz, Make Your Move, you know.
Yeah, that the SPAZZO name reminds me of your Instagram handle, MOE SPAZZO. Which makes me want to ask, MOE, is that money over everything?
Yeah, so that's pretty much my homie stuff that he pretty much, you know, own, I guess. That's Kamo. So
right. So
he pretty much put me on that.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I didn't forget to ask when, you know, like I asked, when did you first be interested in the music industry and music? When did you first start getting interested in making money? Do you remember that period of your life? If it was like you're old enough to go to the gas station by yourself and you can spend your money on whatever candy you want. Like,
I was always making money. However, I, you know, felt the need to.
Was there something specific you remember buying with your own money for the first time?
Or what about a CD you bought?
CDs are always a good one.
No. If anything, I just want to say my own food.
Oh, nice. That is a good feeling. I know that.
Food. But by that time, like, I already like had a job. You feel me? But before that or whatever, I was, like I said, I wasn't making money off of music because, you know, that takes time, you know, to make money off of. Like, if you know anything about the music industry, you don't make, you know, money off the music like that, you know, like
totally.
off a snap of a finger. That actually, you know, takes time. So with me, like I said, by like the middle school, high school days, where I'm selling candy bars, you feel me? Like,
got the locker shop.
Cutting people's hair, cutting people's hair in the bathroom before school started. You feel me? Like I was doing all that. You know,
awesome.
I was like that's also in my family. You feel me? We hustlers. You know, we get our money how we get it. So.
No, I think it definitely is merged together in the way you spend your time these days. So it was sounding like a very artistic start to your music career. So I had to ask where the money making came into play.
I wasn't always like consistent with the music in middle school or high school.
Okay.
Most of the time, I want to say battle with myself, I guess. I would just like stop for a while, you know. But sometimes I would have to like come back to myself and be like, you know, I was doing music to pretty much like this, like this is my diary. You get me? Like,
right.
Like I do this sometimes, you know, for fun or, you know, just to see how my wordplay is. You get me? Like, or to see the improvement. You know? Like pretty much all of the above, you know? Because like I said, like all that music is pretty much like gonna be on the internet forever.
That's nice. It's
So,
nice you're not shy to do that.
Oh no,
and it seems like starting early might have been the key to that, but you've got that marker in time, like this was my best at this time or the best I could afford to like get produced or whatever the case might have been. But setting that so you can mark your progress along the way, I think is very smart.
I make sure I try what I can to improve, you know, but also on my music, like I also leave that rawness in it. I don't try always to pretty much correct some lines.
Like do 100 takes to get a line right
like
or something.
You feel me? Like I'm not making no money off of it. You get me? Like this is pretty much an experience thing at this point. Like I was saying earlier, like the improvement thing, like the progress, you know, like, and not all the time I'm dropping the music or whatever for everybody else. It's for me, you know. Let me see how I sound on this beat because it's not normal to me, you know. I like fast beats. So if you ever hear me doing anything on any slow beats where I'm experimenting like,
outside of the comfort zone.
Yeah, I'm trying to like listen to, you know, how I sound on it, you know, how to change my tone on it, bring the energy and stuff like that, you know. Most of the time I do that with myself. Other times I ask other people, you know. But
But the learning through doing, I feel like, is really the move. Instead of just thinking about how you would do it, it's like, no, I've got a track from, you know, a couple of years ago that I tried that on. I can reference back to that. Like, that's nice.
Were you ever doing theater, band, or choir in school? Any on-stage experiences?
Like speech team?
Or would it just be like in front of the class for a project?
And for the grade, I was in middle school, Jefferson Elementary, Southside Minneapolis. I was in, I guess you can say like band class. I was pretty much like practicing the violin.
Whoa, that's cool.
So instruments, if I have time, I pretty much like want to get back into learning them, but I don't pretty much experiment with the instruments anymore. But I want to say 6th, 7th grade, I was in a program called Breakthrough, Twin Cities. It was a pretty much like college-based program. So you started off like 6th grade and pretty much like keep going on right after that. It's pretty much like a little summer school situation. But they try their hardest not to make it summer school. And it's not a bad thing neither. It was actually, you know, cool. We still had our homework or whatever, but, you know, because it was summer school. But at the same time, it was like, it wasn't summer school to us, you know.
Right, it's more the hang.
Yeah, and at the end of it, we pretty much had this big showcase thing that we were showing everybody what we was doing with our electives.
Cool.
And back then, not only was I doing the music, I was dancing as well.
Oh.
So, pretty much we did like a whole break dancing act. And I was on there for I was on stage performing for I want to say literally 30 seconds, because we was all put up in a little half circle.
Oh, right.
We was all, showing each other our own moves or whatever, but we still, came back and did our own little formation things that we had choreographed or whatever. But
what was that experience like? Being in front of people and performing, because was that your first taste of that?
Yeah, that big, yes. I was like, the lights are bright. I don't see people, but I see phone lights and stuff, whatever. But after that, I don't know. It was I kind of blanked out and did pretty much did what I did, and I was trying my best not to look into the crowd, because I knew I was gonna freeze up. I knew I was gonna freeze up, and I couldn't do it. So,
but pulled it off.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then did that inspire you to want to get back on stage right away, or you maybe I'll wait till the next time?
It was a rush that I liked. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Yeah.
I was I want to do this again for sure. If not dancing or whatever, then music wise for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that, it was just little small things while I was in middle school. So the school showcases and stuff like that, mini talent shows.
Still with music or dancing? Or both?
Dancing.
Okay.
Nice.
So the little after school programs and stuff like that. We was doing, I was doing breakdancing classes.
I did not know that about you.
Yeah. So sometimes what I said about the breakthrough showcase thing, I sometimes share it on my Facebook and stuff.
Oh, nice.
If I see it or if it pop up or whatever in my memories, I be yo, back then it was recorded on an Android, so it's you might not see it fully or whatever, but if you see a little Chicago Bears jacket with a small afro, you feel me, and some hyper dunks on, that was me.
We're sitting down with Khalil the Visionary.
We're gonna take a break, but
make sure you follow him at m.o.e_SPAZZO. Follow us at DogStar Podcast. We'll be right back.
Bow wow.
See ya.
Bow wow.
Welcome back to DogStar.
We are sitting down with Khalil, the Visionary.
Thank you.
Working our way through the origin story.
Yeah, awesome. Learning so much about you.
Adding another hat, dancer to the head,
and getting that experience being in front of a crowd. Sounds like pretty early on in your lifespan as far as that goes. That's it's got to be a lot of fun. What did you dance with a specific group of people every time? Was it a dance crew?
No. Even though I would have loved that.
Right. I would have loved it. It's just more we're going to be together for this period of time, and by the end of it, we're going to have some type thing. Yep.
So most of it when I was doing the breakdance classes, that was with the class. But when I went by the time I was in high school, I was pretty much putting out little dancing freestyle videos.
What?
On Facebook, Instagram. When I had Snapchat at the time, you feel me? I was getting a lot of good feedback about that too. Yeah, so by that time, I was just doing it pretty much by myself.
Wow.
Yeah, I would watch a lot of World of Dance little things. For example, my favorite dance crew, Jabberwockies. If you ever heard of them. Another one, pretty much, they brothers, they call it the Les Twins. They cold too, so it's a lot of them. I was pretty much watching early up in age. So, yeah, not only, you know, just the music, but the dance. Not, you know, I like dancing. I like, you feel me?
And your family was fully supportive of all these artistic endeavors?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's in the family, you know?
Right.
It's in our blood, so I was pretty much, you know, the next one pretty much in line of, you know, doing all this stuff. But with the dance and stuff, I pretty much like stopped before I left high school.
And why is
And
that?
kept the, I don't know.
You didn't like blow your knees out at 14 or anything crazy like that? Tear your ACL?
Nah.
Maybe just better access to like the stuff you needed to make music, or
Because was that the start of the iPad GarageBand days or not quite?
Nah. I don't know. It just kind of got boring to me. And when I was in high school in the burbs at the time, like there was like nobody out there to pretty much, you know, dance with.
Totally.
So, you know, if I'm the only one out here doing it, you feel me? Like, yeah, I'm getting all this attention, but at the same time, it got boring to me. So I was like, you know, I'm cool with it. I'm just gonna stick with the music.
Focus on that.
So
did you have any people doing music with you then when you switched over?
Yep, that's when we did Make Your Move. It was with an individual, that boy Marcus. I want to say he was like the only one I got a track with out there. Well, two, basically. That's out. The other one is Pride. That's on his SoundCloud.
Oh, okay.
And that, are we talking what, 2016? What year are we talking here?
With Pride?
Right.
2020, I believe.
Okay.
2021, 2020. Yeah, it was 2021 because that's when I dropped Cypher. Yep. So that would be 3 tracks that he's on with me.
Oh, sick. Okay. Yeah, that by Marcus. Yep. KMO's also on that Cypher. Yep. That's sick.
Yep.
What was the draw to making your own beats after having so much experience doing like industry type beats?
So I started doing the beat situation before I was looking for like type beats.
Okay.
Got
I had it flip. Yeah, I had it flip.
Yeah. So I mean, I was listening to type beats too, as inspiration to make my own beats.
Oh,
but
right. That's awesome.
It was more so not everything was too fast for me because I liked fast beats. Anything, for example, like T Grizzly or Sada Baby type beats, because usually the music that they do is more so fast. Even though I'm from Chicago, they do a lot of drill, slow, you know, menacing beats. You feel me? Like I like it, but it's not
for every song.
Yeah, not for every song do I want to keep that type of theme, you know? So it was like anything like fast, I wanted to learn the tempo, you know? I just wanted to learn it all, you know? So I was doing that first, and then after that, I just stopped trying to make my own beats because I seen how like time consuming that was.
Totally.
So I just started looking for type beats or paying somebody to make the beats. But that, I'm not saying that I won't make my own beats in the long run. But that's if I got time for it though.
Right.
You know,
totally.
because like I said, it's time consuming, especially when you got to learn the material.
It's like a whole other job.
So it was like, I'm already doing like the little writing process and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's a lot. And it sounds like you really put a lot of thought into your lyrics.
Yeah. I like to write. I'm not a freestyler at all. I like to write. I like to think. I like to make others think. Like, for example, I don't want to keep throwing out like celebrities and stuff like that, but like Lil Wayne, he still got tracks from like 10 years ago that's still getting people to this day with what lines he said, you know, and Kanye West too, you know, like, you know, most things, whatever, for example, like his College Dropout album, it's most songs on there that people are still to this day, you know, listening to him was like, yo, did he really, hold on, replay that real quick, you know? I want to do that, you know, I like to do that. Most songs that I put out is still Most songs, like for example, No Block, like most
featuring
things.
J Prime.
Yeah.
Prime.
Yep. Huh?
J Prime or Prime? I know he uses the I with the tilde above it.
I don't know.
I'll go J Prime.
J
Yeah.
Prime.
Sorry,
Yeah.
continue.
But yeah, like most things, I just want to, have people think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you still say your writing is kind of like a diary, or have you kind of made it more complex?
Yeah.
Since the early days.
I would say it would still be a diary.
Okay.
With most things that I put into my songs, the others is pretty much just strictly out of creative imagination.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
That's sweet.
Especially when it comes to the storytelling. So if you listen to some of my songs, everything is 100% true, but most of the stuff is, coming from, straight, imagination, from storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything has to be so serious and real all the time. It's good to, like I said earlier, like I want to have fun with it. I want to see what I can do, especially when I'm telling the story and you can, vision it in different ways if you want to. You get me? So, yeah.
Yeah, the main character isn't necessarily you every time. You could write from different perspectives or, tell a story about people who lived 100 years ago or 100 years in the future.
Yeah.
No Block, you were just talking about, dropped May of 2021. 2021 was a busy year for you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was an exciting year for me. I was just excited to drop any and every time I can. Like anytime I was like done writing, I was like, okay, I wanna do that.
No waiting, just boom, drop it.
And would you find the beat first and then write to that, or would you write and then find a beat that kind of matched that?
I would find the beat, write, practice over it. So when I got to the studio, I wouldn't mess up as much.
Okay.
So I would have most of it down or memorized. And like I said, some of the stuff that, I pretty much stumble over, I'd try again once or twice, but after that,
it is what it is.
Keeping it in there, like I know what not to do next time, but yeah.
Is that style? Oh,
after you.
I was gonna say, is that style of making music, was that like some insider tip passed down from your family, or do you learn that by trial and error, or?
Nah, it was just my own process of doing it. I've done it like once or twice to pretty much like write to the beat and then try to like rap it. But then it would be like, okay, now I'm rapping too fast for this beat, or this beat is a little too slow for what I was writing for.
Yeah.
And then after that, it would be like, now I know what to do. If most things that I've written too much, then I delete it. Then, practice over it again. If it's still if something's still off, I'd pretty much edit it, and then do it like that. So.
Can you tell us about your first time in like a studio, recording in a studio, like not just someone's closet, or was that the first time?
Yeah, that was the first time.
Okay, but I mean, to you, it's a whole new world. It was equipment that you never had before. I mean,
because before that, I was pretty much doing like the little freestyle videos, like straight off the phone. So
that's perfect. The audio.
If we was and the first time I was ever. And it wasn't like a studio, but he made it into a studio. It was with that boy Marcus, him and his pops. It was in a closet. They set it up to the point to where like it was like a straight up little studio booth. Red lights, straight up, blacked out or whatever.
Sweet.
Making it that theme, and it was pretty much like that. I was excited for it. I didn't care.
Yeah,
I really didn't care, and it was like at the time sounding right to me, So I would say like an actual studio, it would be Cloud Lord.
Oh, right.
When I did the intro to the song, to the song intro on the Apocalypse EP.
Right.
That was like the first time that I've been in like an actual studio booth.
Whoa.
And then after that, it was Waterwave TV. But yeah, that was like the last time.
And that's where you linked up with the engineer you work with now, even though they've parted ways, right? Yeah, made friends there, and now it's Gibby for life.
Shout out Gibby. Anything I put out, he pretty much, either made the beat for it or helped produce.
That's so awesome. Yeah, so 2020 mixes and masters as well.
Oh, nice.
A force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, a friend indeed.
2021 also saw the release of the Apocalypse EP in June. That 8-track masterpiece, you can find that definitely on YouTube. I don't think on Spotify, not yet.
Yeah, probably not on Spotify.
But
I would say SoundCloud and YouTube for now.
And what can you tell us about the production of that? Was that more of like a concept album, or was that I have 8 tracks, let's release them as a group?
So at the time, it was more so a battle with myself, battle with the world, and the world battling itself.
Right.
Because around that time, it was around like the riots, COVID and stuff. So it was pretty much like everything was upside down. So not only am I speaking about my situations, I'm speaking about what's going on around me, around everybody else, people that, topics that's not being spoken on, but it's the #1 topic, you know, and people's trying to, ignore it. So I was pretty much like rapping about that. And it was involving with Khalil the Visionary and also the alter ego SPAZZO. So most of the time with No Block, if you look at the cover photo, one eye is red and the other is blue. The blue is Khalil, the red is SPAZZO. So most of the time, if anything sinister is being spoken of, that's pretty much SPAZZO. The other, that's pretty much like speaking on real world terms, what not to do, trying to be like, basically like trying to have his wordplay on point. That's pretty much Khalil, like trying to show up SPAZZO.
I like that. I like
that's a good.
I mean, it reflects the internal battle. Perhaps.
Yeah. So yeah, Apocalypse was pretty much like a self and like world ending EP. So not only, a means to an end, but also a start to a new beginning of something.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's deep.
I like that.
Wouldn't expect anything less from Lil Phoenix. And really diving deep into it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I wanted to ask about oh man, we're almost running out of time again. Ask about the clothing brand and the company in general. When did that
So the Visionary Project, the Melanin Movement, was made like the end of 2021. That was pretty much like from inspiration off of like seeing what's going on in the industry, what like everybody's pretty much like doing, encouraging and stuff like that, pretty much like not bringing the spotlight to artists that's pretty much hard for them to network with others, and don't have that type of popularity or recognition. Because I'm not even gonna say I'm like popular like that or whatever, because I'm still with, the I don't want to say lower level artists, but we pretty much starting off. We still trying to get up and, be heard by others and the ones that is known, and, trying to I guess get our feet wet.
Yeah. And is it like a record label, or is it, from what I understand, it seems to be like a resource for artists or some sort of like.
So I guess you can pretty much count it as like a record label. like resourceful company for artists, activism business as well.
Yeah.
Pretty much it's called the Visionary Project because not only is it dealing with the music, anything that you do pretty much is a talent, not only to me but to you as well. If you dance, if you do art, you know, if you do poetry, you know, a lot of people post their stuff on TikTok and stuff like that, and you know they be getting views or whatever because it's considered a talent now. You know, anything like that, you know, pretty much I'd post it. I don't, and the thing about that is I don't charge as well. Neither. I'm not a celebrity. You know, I'm not up. I'm not rich. I'm starting off just like y'all is. You know? So,
but trying to do it a little less shady. Sorry to cut you off, but we are going to have to take a break. You can check out on Instagram official_d.v.p for more information on the Visionary Project. We'll be right back. Bow wow. Bow wow.
We are, welcome back to DogStar. Excuse me. We are sitting down with Khalil the Visionary, aka Lil Phoenix.
aka
SPAZZO.
Yeah, exactly. Aka SPAZZO.
A lot of names.
CEO, father, dancer, producer, writer.
Exactly.
Visionary. Literally.
Yeah, and I'm sorry.
No worries. You had mentioned during the break, and fans can kind of see in your discography as well, that you took a little hiatus from music. Was that to focus on personal stuff, family stuff, or to focus more on the business side of things?
Both, actually. To pretty much do more research and improvement on not only the artistry, musically, of things, but the business side as well.
Smart.
If I'm gonna have a business, might as well, you know, do the research on it.
And do you have like a mentor for the business side of things, or a specific resource?
No, it's a family business. So I do all my wife, my sister, brother, my mom. You know, it's a family business. So I guess
got the team. Found the team, had them all along. That's good.
And has it been butter working with them, or has there been some bumps in the road?
It's been smooth.
Okay.
The only bumps it's been was like the funding on it, only because we started off. So you know, if you know most companies or banks or anything, you know, want to see improvement in a couple years or anything like that or whatever, but we've been pretty much doing good on our own, you know, pace in our own time, you know.
Sweet.
'Cause I pretty much like have this mindset. Like, I didn't have a business like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you know. So the fact that I have it now, it's like I'm getting somewhere,
right?
You know, it's going slow, but you know, I'm getting somewhere.
Yeah.
It may sound silly, but go back to, you know, our childhood ways, you know, slow and steady wins the race.
That's right.
You know, it's a saying for a reason.
I mean,
you know, go too fast, you'll trip over your feet. You gotta step back at some time to, you know, watch that footing, you know. But yeah, I stopped for the business and for the family things as well. 'Cause at that point, I just got my daughter. She was born, so she's one now.
Oh wow!
And now, before I dropped my new EP, I just got my son too. So
boom,
he's a month.
Father again,
double daddy.
Yeah, doubled up.
Yeah. Hey, I like it though.
That's great. Thanks. Yeah, family man. Well, we better burn through this. The rest of the discography, because we got to talk about these 2 tracks that you brought for us.
Yeah.
And the project they're from. Heck yeah.
Exactly. What are we missing before The World Hates Me, but the Universe Needs Me?
We talked briefly about Cypher. We've got Black Coffee featuring Age of Divine. We've got Watch Out featuring Kamo, Day and Night featuring Kari Frost. Took a Toll featuring Young Rick, aka Young Riddle. And again, all that was kind of leading up
Yep.
to the World Hate.
That,
sorry.
There was that OGA Militia song with the video. Was that that's technically before World Hates Me, but the Universe Needs Me, right?
Yep. That was just a little for me, I was just having fun with the wordplay.
Yeah.
Just having fun before I drop my EP, showing everybody, I'm still here. But I do have some things to say,
Yes. And then, boom, July 9th, 2023.
Yeah.
The world will never be the same. No, the world hates me, but the universe needs me. Khalil the Visionary, a.k.a. SPAZZO. That's on YouTube. Easy to find. SoundCloud as well.
Yep. With that EP, that was pretty much leading, that's taking after Apocalypse. So Apocalypse, like I said, the world ending, stuff like that. The world hates me, but the universe needs me is pretty much taking up, because basically Khalil the Visionary and SPAZZO pretty much, I guess, saved what he could. Well, what they could.
Right.
And they're coming back to realization with things that, most people was pretty much taking advantage of, the things that he could do and was able to give. And pretty much came to the realization, like, dude, I'm pretty much on my own, or I have to go see who else needs help. And not only was that not only is the EP like a little self thing for SPAZZO and the Visionary, because you can kind of like, if you like hear it right, you can kind of hear those two kind of arguing or like trying to one up themselves.
Oh, I love that.
But it's also a multiversal story.
Whoa.
As well. And if you peep the cover art, it pretty much gives you that vibe, of a multiversal, futuristic vibe.
Well, what was the inspiration for that? Just the comic book influence, or just the depth of your storytelling?
I pretty much just like the storytelling, creativity concept of it.
Let the imagination run wild.
Yeah, we in a time to where it's been out, but everybody is pretty much getting introduced to it, the multiverse.
Right.
So why not put my own little twist to the world I'm creating?
That's so cool.
That's a lot
the universe I'm visiting.
Yeah.
So,
totally. So the track list off that is Back Now, the intro, which has a music video to it.
Yep.
On the YouTube playlist, and then Potential, and then Different Breed also has a music video, and then Would You Rather Part 1, then Day and Night feat. Kari Frost, your blood brother.
Yep.
And You Don't Know Me, and then Who I Am featuring Wisdom.
Yeah.
And you brought us
Wisdom too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went cold on that.
You brought us the first two tracks to play right after this interview in 4 minutes. Let's talk about Back Now, the intro track.
Back Now was pretty much I pretty much wanted that to be the intro. I wanted it to pretty much like start off strong, pretty much letting everybody know, and like I said, the self-battle with, one another, that pretty much I'm back and I'm nothing to be played with. So if you listen to the audio version, you can pretty much imagine what you can on your own. But if you watch the music video, I tried to direct it as much to the point to where it was like the Visionary and SPAZZO is trying to fight for control to basically like tell their story and pretty much rule over what's going on because of the hurt you know, and the pain and the suffering and stuff that they've experienced.
Yeah,
so
post-apocalypse.
Yeah, so kind of during the whole music video, you can kind of like see them taking turns rapping. You know, you can tell within the tone as well. Within who's talking more aggressive, that's SPAZZO. Who's talking softly, that's, you know, Divisionary, and what they saying as well. So
who did that music video? I mean, I know you had directed you had the vision for it. But
Black Shark Media.
Okay.
Black Shark Media.
Sweet.
Yep.
Sweet.
Shout out them.
Yeah. Your passion and drive remind me of Too Loud Crosby. He's you guys are of the same mindset, really building. But and
track
then
the
second track 2, Potential.
What can you tell us about that?
Potential, that one I was talking my crap on it. You feel me? I was having fun with that. I was letting people know, letting y'all know, you know, what I'm capable of. Yeah. Pretty much. Not just Divisionary, but with SPAZZO too.
I was going to say, is that more of a SPAZZO track, or both of them are on there, both personalities?
I want to say it's mostly Divisionary.
Okay.
He pretty much likes to talk about real world stuff and stuff like that or whatever. Pretty much he's still doing it now, but he's calling out, you know, the artist that's not being relevant with what they're rapping about, or pretty much rapping about the same stuff and stuff like that. Right. So, you know, he's like pretty much like, you know, testing their wordplay, stuff like that. So he's putting out, you know, the wordplay metaphors, you know, punchlines, stuff like that or whatever, you know, having fun with it. For example, like when I was saying which part do I? Nah, I'll let y'all listen to it.
I mean, you're about to hear right now.
It's too fire.
I guess that's it, man. I can't believe this interview is over.
We really appreciate you sitting down, giving us just a little. It's just the tip of the iceberg,
right? We'll have to plan a whole nother one. You can follow Khalil Divisionary M.O.E_SPAZZO on Instagram. Check out the Visionary Project, Melanin Movement.
Khalil the Visionary on YouTube.
Oh, exactly. The YouTube. Yeah, thank you so much.
Don't stop.
Exactly. Keep doing what you're doing.
I took a long nap, then I woke up on boss like beer. So I don't even want none of my time back, cause that told me my limit. Please don't claim that you all with me if you don't know my lyrics. I ate that shit, stay out of my business before I got skipped your ass like script. I've been on my shit, I was down on my ass, but I can't stand still. I fidget, gotta make the money, niggas acting funny. Yeah, I'm an artist and I run a business. Please don't get this twisted, I'm the same one that'll have you twitch. Told me pick a low, when we pick a low, special beam can hit you when you drunk. See, hold on, who said I can't change? Gatekeepers down here be so damn lame. They don't know talent, but they won't fade. It is what it is, y'all should be ashamed. Hold on, stop playing, this ain't no game. Stop trying to drain what I'm trying to gain. I don't let that sink into your brain. You know my name, they call me crazy, I'm insane, delirious. I'm too serious, I'm furious off my pain. Face to face until his face misplaced, his spirits tossed to fade. I ain't get lost, it's been my way. I guess y'all 15 years too late, my soul not with y'all today. Why would I stop? Me and phone them up in traffic, we gon' catch ourselves and op. Tryna pop and wrap them up, we party, we ain't rock. They think they got me, I put chains on my back, throw that shit on lock. I'm about to make him flop, got head up in his top. We gon' treat him like he freezer down the hill, he got a spot on his grave, then we go back to business, let his body rot. See, we grew up like this get gruesome whether we like it or not. The deal went bad, this blicky made him diddy bop. Diddy bop, took no chance, no Millie Rock. Was in the burbs for a couple years, I sold the pills, I set up shop. They cannot bowl me, so I'm just shooting shots and throwing lobs. I took narcotics from my pops, was ballin' hard and you was not. I never knew I was depressed, was popping pills and couldn't stop. See, even though I was the best, nobody knew about my dark spots. I'm keeping smiles upon my face like every day, like I'm a bot. They wanna dab you up, but come to find out, they want you to flop. Like what the cap, man, was treating me like I had magic. See, I was the one who was pulling up fast. See, I had the bread, I was in my bag lavish. I'm down on my ass, now they know it's trash. I honestly learned from it, so fantastic. I'm getting trust issues from all of the sadness. See, they cannot have from me, they will get flat. Get jiggy and sturdy, you dancing, I'm blasting. Claim that they better, like this is their passion. But I'm about to tell them distractions are laughing. You never shut but the sky stop capping. Recap on the old me driving in traffic. And this is the reason why SPAZZO be spazzing. You don't really me stop the cash. If this is a game, I'll come and hack. You see what happened? Figures, I shouldn't have to tell you, look, let's get figures. But go, figures. We acting like look kids. It goes yo stickers. They tryna get bigger, get out of my level. They think it's sweet, so I'm taking out stingers. Don't hit my phone cause I'm turning off fingers. Was never a follower, I am a leader. Subscribe to YouTube, I don't post seasons. I got my own business, not doing rap for too long. I don't wanna be OPs, honestly. You ask me, humble yourself, I would never pay another damn feature. I'm putting my skill together with my knowledge. Mix good together like it's in the beat. Yeah, I'm back now. I lost myself in this industry, but luckily I'm found. They can't do what I do, reasons why I'm goated. And I'll be the run in this town. They scared to network with me cause I'm better and they know it. What you talking about?
LTS on the beat.
How is CDOT funded and where do you get your money from? The simple answer.
Guns just that. Y'all can't talk about nothing else, cause other than that, y'all be whack. See, I'm from the rack, but I'm in the cities for now. This industry witness back. See, I got CC rockin', they say shit up if start dancing with rag slide. See what I'm talking about, other than that, y'all be stupid. I got more balls than you. Was sentenced to life when I started this, it was in juvie. Y'all don't get it. I've been through a lot of my life, but it seemed like a bootleg movie. Went over your head. This based off fame, not talent. Where's the balance? Listen to me instead. See, I'm like a fan on high with the AC on, windows open in the winter time. I feel like a scat pack, push full speed on the highway, having one hell of a ride. I'm something like a tourist, 10 years old, skydiving for the 60th time. I heard y'all sleeping on me, that third eye closed. I'm teaching you boys how to rhyme. I'm showing them how it's done, they running the problems. I'm guessing these is blind. I try not to stress out, but I remind myself I'm a god and a one of a kind. My mom told me, son, take it easy, this coming, just take time. My wife told me I do amazing and I'm better than all combined. My daughter told me that I'm a good dad, she can't talk, but what she said. I love her so much, and a good part there, she's daughter of my wife, and we met best friends. I'll put my life right on the line for them again and again and again. Don't push my buttons trying to f with them, cause you will end up dead. Man, you gon' wake up with Osiris telling you you can't get in. You don't deserve to feel the reeds, I'm about to push him in the sand. I feel like Moon Knight with these blades, look, I'm so raw, can't tell me. These voices telling me unleash the beast boy, come go get lit. Damn, I feel like Deadpool with the skill. I'm like Ghost Rider, if you look at me, you running for the hills. Boy, I got speed, punch like I'm Creed. Don't dodge a weave, heard he do drills. No enemies, cause honestly, I'll get creative with my kills. I blow at thee with archery and daggers, you gon' cry with tears. Eventually, bullets run out, so in the end, it's me you feel. Look, I'm so dope, if you won't smoke, you'll overdose. I'm top tier. Stay out my lane, so if you crash, I'm about to leave you in the rear. Get better gear, I drip too good, that's how I steal. I'm in my prime, don't need no pills, so don't act weird. See, I'm like Henny, you just like Bill. See, you look pathetic, you tweaking with me, then you gon' need a medic. I'm sick with this, so I'm gonna go spread it. Wait, we're in a mass won't prevent it. They do not support, we supposed to be close. Cause you threatened by me, cause I really don't get it. Supposed to come up together, but you leave me behind. Just be lucky that I won't behead you. Damn, I am a king, you a peasant. Bam, leaving you boys on a pendant. Scram, I've been here with perfect attendance. Scam, they not making money but flexing. You hitting your head just for talent. Goofy, you not a celebrity, you just a rude. You acting cartoony for me and my niggas. I'll have my little hitters come through with the boom. They peeling out quick, they hit 12 with the zoom. Keep bumping my shit, roll a wug in the groove. You don't have a screw loop, you not using tools. Your music is booty, repetitive duty. Goofy, Khalil the Visionary, aka
LTS on the beat.
DVP.
How is CDOT funded
I'm the
and where
new
do you get
wave.
your money from? The simple answer.